Hi, I'm Arjun, and I'm a junior at Stanford studying electrical engineering and computer science. Prior to Path Ivy, I was kind of confused about the whole college admissions process. I had been looking at these online free resources and was just generally lost, so I was just focusing on pursuing my passions. And for me, Path Ivy really made a roadmap that encouraged me to go above and beyond with everything I was doing. I had pretty good extracurriculars, but they encouraged me to take it to the next level and provided guidance on how I could do that. For example, one of the things I'd been doing was actually mentoring a robotics team in Comoros virtually. So Comoros is just 3 islands in Africa. And what they encouraged me was to actually go to Africa and seed the robotics program. So I went there for a week and I trained the mentors. I raised funds to actually bring a bunch of parts there and created the country's only STEM robotics program that is still thriving to this day. In addition, a couple of other activities I've done. During the pandemic, one of my passion projects was actually modifying video game consoles. So I created a startup where I designed and sold video game console modification kits. And Path Ivy helped me figure out that this wasn't just a passion project that I was doing in my free time, but actually a thing that I could be putting on my college application, where they pointed out that I was learning these essential technical and business skills that would be applicable for most of my future endeavors. During the pandemic, I also was designing and distributing 3D printed face shields, and I scaled this into an organization where I was leading over 15 people to 3D print thousands of face shields and distribute them at no cost to these frontline workers. And my Path Ivy counselor heard about this, and she really encouraged me to reach out to local news sources. And I did this, and I started getting news coverage. And this coverage really helped me boost my profiles. It gave me some credibility for what I was doing and all of the work that I was doing to help these frontline workers. In terms of academics, my Path Ivy counselor really helped me by acting as a safety net. For example, one time in high school, I was taking this really advanced discrete math course, and it was the first course where I was like, I'm not sure if I can keep my grade up here. And I talked to my counselor, and they recommended taking it pass-fail so that it wouldn't actually negatively affect my grade. And this was really helpful for me, was actually having someone to advise me on what courses to take and anything of that sort for marketing myself, because my Path Ivy counselor really helped me make sure that I was on the right track with all of the courses I was taking to make myself look as good as possible to colleges. For my college application, I was deciding between applying early to Stanford or MIT, and my Path Ivy counselor looked at my application, carefully reviewed it, and recommended I apply to Stanford, where I applied as an electrical engineering major, and I guess that's where I am now, so that strategy worked out really great for me. When I got into Stanford, it was a dream come true, because even though MIT and some of the other schools are great technical schools, the spirit of entrepreneurship at Stanford is really unparalleled, and I really love the environment here because of that. Path Ivy really solidified my compelling story. Yes, I'd done a lot, but helping translate that onto the application and make that a cohesive application was instrumental to making my application a success. Overall, I really loved working with Path Ivy because they were so good at guiding me throughout the high school career to figure out what I could be doing best for my applications and help me package everything into a really nice college application, which has helped me get into Stanford, where I'm at right now. I'd highly recommend joining Path Ivy for anyone who's looking for support on college applications.